I think we're live when we're good. There's always a problem that yes, I think we're good. Painting clouds today. My favorite thing to do. For sure. Okay, so sounds good and the music and my sound. No? Yes. Okay. Bine, am să încep atunci. Aș putea să arăt ce vreau să pictez astăzi. Okay, let's show that. So I took some pictures 2 days ago. There were some beautiful clouds while I was walking out. Yeah, so this would be the image. This would be kind of the image that I want to paint today. I think the clouds are looking beautiful. And I like this corner here. I'm gonna like use black to give it a bit of personality. And I don't know, do you think I should like leave it here in the corner? Or just, I don't know. What do you think? Should I leave it here and just start painting like that? Or just without it? I can leave it here for like for a bit. Yeah, maybe make it just a bit smaller, like that in the corner, and start painting. Because with this one, I don't think I'm gonna make like a pencil sketch. I'm just gonna start with my brush and be loose with it. Gonna get our blue. So the way I do clouds in watercolor, I paint with negative somehow. Because that's the right wording. I leave the white for the clouds, which is the sheet of paper, and I just start painting the sky. I think I'm a bit more comfortable than on the other streams. I still have this huge ring light that's in my face, but there's nothing I can do about it. I can see through it, which is okay. So that's good. Painting. Today it's so cold. Easter is coming, and maybe that's what it is. I don't know what it is, but it's very cold. The blue, like this really dark blue that you see on the picture, I think it's not like the sky didn't really look like that. Just what my phone does every time I take a picture with it. It's like that time when you're trying to take a picture of the moon. And it's impossible, you know. Just like a bright spot or nothing yet. But it's nothing like your eyes. It's nothing like what your eyes are seeing. But definitely the way I'm sitting now, it's much comfortable to paint. And yeah, with the other streams, I had like this weird view. I was too low. And I think that's why they were like faster somehow. But I feel like relaxing today. And paint some. I used to love like I lived in Barcelona for a while, and you have beautiful clouds there, of course, when you go to the beach or whatever. Every time I would visit home, and my dad used to come to the airport and pick me up with the car, and we ride home for like 2 hours. The clouds, I feel like when we got into the countryside, they were insanely beautiful. Insanely beautiful. Maybe, you know, it's the absence of buildings, and it makes you feel like you see more. Of course, they're always there anyway. So we're not gonna like copy, you know, every shape exactly. We're just gonna take it as inspiration to paint out. And we're gonna see like what kind of textures the water provides for us today. I'm always curious about that with watercolor. Always. Look at these beautiful things that it's doing already. So yeah, the main idea is to like blocking the big shapes. And then easily with lighter and lighter blue, we add depth the way I do it anyway. With the smaller brush, maybe we can add details on the edges of them, you know, make them look really nice. With the icing on the cake is gonna be when I add the electric poles, trees, with the really dark color, you know, very dark blue or just white, or just the black, I mean, not white. So there's actually two paintings that I'm thinking about doing today. One is like, you know, real clouds that I took a picture of the other day. And the other painting would be some clouds that I took a picture of in a video game. I can do a fauna like that in Crimson Desert. And we'll see if we have time to paint that day also. So you already, even like this, you can see it's like this organic shape and already kind of looks like a cloud on the sky. You know, you have the blue sky. But now we can just add layers and layers and see if we can add more detail like that. So just lighter and lighter shades of blue inside the clouds, and then we're gonna break the shapes, accents of blue. Like here, we're gonna do it later between, but I'm gonna do it with a smaller brush, so I give the illusion of detail. I mean, I give the illusion, I'm gonna add detail. So we have to let it just a bit to rest and dry up. But already like these beautiful shapes, like this beautiful texture that the color does, it's really beautiful. I love watercolor. It helps you so much just by putting your brush on the paper, you know. Let's see how we can play more. So I think like I used to do them digitally also, and it's just like just have to like work them all the time somehow, you know. Like it already, the color does the detail here. We're gonna break these shapes a bit more. Yeah, painting clouds can be easy or hard, depends on how stressed you get with like getting the correct shape or something like that, you know. And my tip would be like to never get stressed about it. Just paint and create any kind of shape. Give a bit of blue, a bit of white. So here is gonna be like the bottom of it, and it has this darker bluish part. Sometimes it's even darker than the background. So yeah, in the end, that's the thing. Like it's gonna look pretty different from the picture because it's a oh, it's your painting, it's your interpretation. But at least we hope we're gonna get the right idea or get like the feeling of the picture. I keep saying that, the feeling of the picture. I need to find a better phrase. The essence, the painting. Darken like this gaps in between, no fear. Gonna show like the blue background in the back. And I want to break this shape. Gonna break it like this. Like that. Just don't be afraid to like, you know, don't focus a lot on like doing the perfect line or contour or something like that. Just play around with the watery color and your brush and have fun. Break more here. Much more. Leave one on top alone. This one. Maybe it's like the light is too much. It's fine. Yeah, so it's very different from when you're doing acrylic, and you can, if you want, you can paint the whole painting with blue and then just come with white paint on your brush, or start with a gray or something and just open up the shape, and you're actually working the shape. Here I'm kind of working the background. Pretty, pretty loose on the stream today, just you. When there's time like this, it's important to you. I like this idea. I think a lot of artists don't think like this. They like they have this vision and they're trying to like do their vision perfectly. And if you know something happens with the color and it's not how they imagined it, they try to correct it, and they just try to do that. And it's not like the way I work is not that way. It's like I really like to surprise myself. Everything is just a reference, and I have no idea how it's gonna turn up in the end either. And I like that about watercolor. Helps me. And it keeps everything fun, and keeps it interesting, and me curious about how it's gonna look that at the end, you know. And I'm not trying like to hurry the process. I'm just enjoying myself. Right. You see, it's like it's pretty different from the picture, and yeah, it can look similar when I draw the telephone pole, the electric pole, and all. What's up, boss? At Fruzy. Fruzy. Anuncio. Yeah, just breaking the shapes all the time. I like this, like, the fluffy clouds are nice, but clouds are not like that. They're like you know, the wind passes through them and they're just like this lost, it's just this lost, sorry, this lost white gas that goes around. So they should look more dynamic, more fleeting than just cotton candy. It can be like that sometimes, but usually they're floating around. Very windy out there. And actually when when I took this picture it was very, very windy outside. Cum arată stream-ul, Cristi? How does the stream look, Cruzy? Is the voice okay? The music, the image is okay? Give me some stats. What I'm gonna do after like this, because now I'm using, you know, the same color and trying to get like a 3D shape to these clouds. I think I'm gonna do like another pass of blue. We'll see how it looks. In the end, it's important to look like a painting, it's not a picture. Play around with layers of blue. Yeah, like this, like parts of it, they're breaking around, breaking the big shape. I'm wondering if like with this all this AI stuff, there's like videos of people using AI and just putting prompts and teaching you how to prompt so you can get your painting or whatever, you know. Maybe that's the future of streaming art. Prompting. So for example, if you wanna draw the light from a cloud that's in front, you have to draw the shadow behind it. So you see, here we have the cloud that's in front. creates depth. Just find this basic again to create depth. Yeah, I think with this kind of like style, you can just not look at the picture and invent it yourself. But I like to have some kind of reference. I think it helps like conveying more when you have like a real reference. You can get like the feeling of that day, what happened that day, why the clouds were like that, and you can see it was a windy one. And I also prefer like a lot to draw like mid-afternoons or like daylight clouds. I have some paintings with dusk or dawn when you have those colors, yellowish colors and the sun going down, and they're nice, but I always prefer this bright day type of clouds. Yeah, so I guess it's that easy to create a painting. Art is always should be about relaxation. Even though it's not about that when you have to make money with it, and then it's about frustration. But then, like in everything, when something works, when you have a project that works, it's about satisfaction. People enjoy it all. We're gonna darken this corner. Layers of blue as much as I can. Oh, this is too brush in the wrong. That's for later. And we're gonna add the other details. Yeah, my palette is kind of dirty, so it's gonna dirty up my color. But I'm too lazy to wash it now. I'm gonna make do like this. Welcome back. What do you think about the painting? Is it looking like something? Yeah, I'm thinking of doing the second one. I'll see. I'll see how everything works. I'm kind of tired, and it's an ugly day. But I have a second picture that I would like to do. But I wanna like give this one the attention it needs, you know? Maybe it's just gonna take me longer. I'm not gonna rush it. What I'm trying to say. I guess it's hard to. I don't know how the camera catches all the details. Like, by the way, how's the camera, like the colors and everything? Is it okay? Does it look okay? Is it blurry, or I don't know. We're gonna break up this white a bit, so it's not just a white spot. That's not what a cloud is, you know? And by actually putting some blue in it, we're gonna give you this feeling of transparency, you know? Play around the shape, play with the watercolor, trust it, it's gonna guide you. Hey BK, Missing pink splatters? What do you mean? In the sky? Welcome, BK. I also like these accidents that happen like here and here. It's because of like when I did this, it splatted the water. And like I said in another video, maybe it's creates this perfect white, like really light circle. It's useful when you're trying to do the moon in the background or stars or something like that, you know? We can leave it there. It looks fine. Like some planets in the distance. Hey BK, how's your day? Here again we have cold days. Pretty ugly outside. Pretty cloudy. Yesterday it rained with ice. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. So yeah, just work on it a bit, let it dry a bit more, a bit more. It's almost done. Like don't overwork it, of course. And then we're gonna add the final touch, which is the pole with the electric wires and some trees. Just a black color, and it's gonna give the painting like the feeling of somebody looking up, right? Oh, that's good. That's good that you love the rain. I love the rain also when you're inside or something, you know, but what I'm missing when it's raining is that it's not sunny. And I don't know, I'm tired of seeing gray days all this winter. I need some sun. Okay, that's good. Yeah, it's losing focus. Hey Patty, how you doing? Yeah, it's the first painting. Planning to do a next one from the game, which the same has clouds, but it's a bit different. I think it's more grayish. I'll show you the picture after I finish this one. Why are you dreading the summer? Are the summer that crazy, that hot? What's happening? Why don't you like the summer? I mean, I'm not a summer person myself. My skin is pretty white and I get burned and stuff like that. But I guess I miss the light, you know. If you stay indoors and it's not too hot, the bright light outside, I love it. And yeah, maybe not summer, but give me spring. You know, what's this really cold 2 degrees outside now? Uh yeah, I know what you mean. It's not that humid here. Patty agrees. Summer is the worst season ever. I guess depends where you are. You know, if you live in the mountains and it's summer, maybe it's not a bad summer, you know. Everything is beautiful and green. Ah, that sounds bad. Humidity all the time. So you're sad the winter's over then? Yeah, the breeze in the summer is good. The breeze in the winter, not that good. For sure, not that. Yeah, I'm thinking of breaking up this part of these clouds like I did here. Breaking up these shapes a bit more. Yeah, I don't know what in the last years, yeah, those seasons they just don't last as long as anymore. Like we should have 4 seasons, and by that calculation, what should be like 3 months each, but it's not like that. It's like 5 months winter, maybe you get 1 month spring, and then you get a very hot summer, and then you get maybe a month of autumn and go back into cold winter. Really bad. Or too much autumn, I guess, but autumn is nice if it's not that cold. Not that cold. Autumn is good. Yeah, I'm gonna break this a bit. Big of a white spot. Like that. Something on wet. Yeah, I think I'm ready to add the part here. I already have black, like a brownish black. So if you actually break your line a bit, makes it look thinner somehow, and that in a way like light passes through it. A neat trick. There's 7 people on the stream. That's cool. Yeah, we don't really have that many fires here. Glad to hear that you have that. I mean, in the States it's crazy. Southern California especially. 72 degrees. Yeah, floods. Like me one, like I've never seen a flood. I've never been in a flood. And forest fires either. That must be awful. Or how do you say? Hurricanes. Yeah, I've never seen one. I heard they're awful. They take your home away. I think I like it like this. I don't think I'm gonna do the... What do you say? You don't have any trees, BK. Just live like in a city full of concrete forest. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like this. I like it. If I add the trees, it's gonna get really noisy, and just being like a small detail in the corner, I think it looks cute like this. Yeah. Yeah, and also like you know, a frame does a lot to a painting also. So yeah, sometimes simple is better. And I could get started on the second one. The second one has it's similar to this, but in the foreground has like a shape because it's my character from the game and it looks kind of cool. So maybe, yeah, maybe I'm gonna do that one. And I'm gonna do it on the paper underneath, on this like darker paper. Nah, I'm not gonna put a bird on the wire. First of all, these wires are like very far. It would be like a small thing. I don't know. Something like this. And that's it. You wouldn't even like notice it. 10 birds. Why 10? We're the only ones that would know that this is a bird. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes that's all it takes. A dot on the wire. So yeah, like in the end, when everything is gonna dry up, you're gonna get all these beautiful watercolor splashes that, seen from afar, it looks like a nice cloudy day. He did like a bird. Yeah. From this whole painting, that's 2 inches of brush. That's the main character. I'll try to wipe it off. Sort of, yeah. I mean, in the video looks a bit like that also, but it's kind of like a turquoise blue for sure. Yes. I mean, in the photo that we have, it's a bit of grayish clouds and stuff like that, but we interpret it the way we want. Yeah, I love skies also. I don't know if you were here, Patty, but I was saying that I really love of painting blue skies with clouds instead of when the sun is setting, when it gets you know, reddish yellow. I don't know, like I always prefer this bluish perfect time of day when it's just 1 or 2 o'clock and the light is, you know, it's bright. It's my favorite type of cloud painting to do. Like the painting that I have here, the same is an acrylic painting, white clouds on from there. Okay, let's go to the next picture now. We're gonna take this photo here, and let's see if we can find the other one that I want to paint today. I think is this one, would be this one. So the one that I want to paint today is like this dramatic picture. I love how the light comes from the moon here, and it's almost like a desaturated green gray color, and then you have the blue and you see stars and all that, and you see this big shape here of the character. And I think I'm definitely gonna try to paint this today. So that's next. Okay, I'll do some pink clouds at some moment. I was thinking like I was actually thinking of doing like a pink background, like just use pink or purple pink instead of blue. And because of that you will get pink clouds, but for some reason I started with blue, so I just continued like this. Maybe we're gonna do that at some point also. So this is done, and we're gonna do that. You did. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna do some pink clouds. It's gonna be fast. It's not gonna take me more than 20 minutes. So you wouldn't say I'm not the man of my word. But we're gonna try something different. We're gonna try on like a grayish paper and see how it's gonna look. Right? Like this paper is kind of like grayish maroon, so maybe it's not gonna look good. I'll see if I have another paper and try them. Oh, you wanna do the moody peak in pink? Okay, I can try that. Yeah, okay, let's do that then. Let's use, I mean, I don't really have a pink watercolor. I need to see how I combine to get like a nice pinkish. I have the red, but it's a pretty cool red. We're gonna try that. But not on this paper. But yeah, that's a good suggestion to still do the moody picture, but do it with a pink filter. I like taking suggestion from you guys. You have good ideas. It doesn't matter if it was a joke. It's interesting. To get it moody, we're gonna use red and blue and make it lighter to look like a pinkish, like a fuchsia, you know, more like a pinkish purple somehow. I'm gonna go wash my wash this because it's really dirty and I need to be clean, so I have clean colors. I'm gonna be right back. Never gonna ban you guys. While I do that, I'm just gonna leave you with my painting. We're ready for the moody one. I got my reds. It's always ever tight. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, I have like a pink, like a really bright, almost like phosphor pink. I got it. Like this kind of. Yeah, let's mix it up and see how it goes. Doing the moody one now. I guess you're right, yeah, because they're trying to get like realism a lot, you know. You can stand green or brown. I kind of like green. I like it. Like there's some shades of green that I really like. Brown, I don't know. Depends on what you need it for. No one uses nice colors. Hmm. This would be too much. Blue in it like that. Red in it. Okay, we're not gonna do it too saturated. gonna be our pink night sky, I guess. Bit. I'm curious to see your pencil paints. Do you use like these watercolor pencils that you can use water on them? Those are pretty cool. I have one for sketches that I use it sometimes. Again, not actually copying, just getting the mood. Everything. These games, you know, this game sometime when I'm playing and walking around it, it really feels like in real life when you stop. You want to just take a picture of the environment. Really has that going on for it. Pretty cool. We're gonna try to get the moody feeling of the pic. Even though it's pink. So I really want this part to be a different kind of purple. This is the part where we're gonna add stars. So it darkens a bit. let's have some fun with it. And do like this purple pink gradient. No, I found the white paper. It's not on the gray paper. I don't think that would have worked that much. Just breaking up shapes. And we're gonna go from this purple to leaving the pink. Breaking up. Here. With this. I'm using the ones that I'm using usually. Canson paper. 300 milligrams. Good for watercolor. Just blending in the pink and the purple. Creating shapes. So yeah, I'm always using this Canson paper. Yeah, it arches, but not that much. Usually I use tape around it and tape it to something and just paint like that. And even though it arches, in the end it's perfect. Maybe I should start doing that, but for the streams, I don't know. I like to move around here, and if I use tape or something, has to be on something flat. But I don't know, for a fast stream, and it works like this. It doesn't bend too much. From Arches, the French maker. I don't know that. I can show you exactly. It's this. Yeah, canson. Mhm. We're gonna go darker actually on this side. Why is that? I mean, the reason I like it is because it doesn't really have any pattern on it. I don't like paper that has too much pattern when I do watercolor. And I think Canson is like the one that works for me. Maybe it works for this kind of watercolors or something. Maybe if you use other kinds, it's not that good. You know, maybe is that. There we go. I like it. It feels like feels more fantasy with these colors. Everything is too expensive. Yeah, paper is expensive, especially like good quality. If you're on watercolor, you know, if you have a preference for watercolor, it's expensive. But then you want to do acrylic, and you need canvases, and canvas is expensive also. Like, what's not expensive anymore? You know. The market is crazy nowadays. I think it's like the market, like I feel like today it's so commercially the way it's thought. You know, it's like they think that you would need it because you make money with it, and every time you make an investment and you want to buy paper to draw or something, it's expensive, and then you feel like you want to monetize that because you want to get your money back. And they're like, there's little stuff that you can buy for your pleasure because they're too expensive. I don't know how exactly what I'm trying to say here or how to explain it. Everything is kind of monetized now. Like I'm sure the paper got expensive because of all these Instagram artists or Everybody wants to be an artist and stuff like that, and they noticed it. Maybe in the beginning it was just, you know, every kid can get some paper and it was cheap anymore. uh, Never say never, you know, Justin Bieber. Maybe it's gonna get better before the end. Look at this beautiful pinkish color. Yeah, everything is going up. But it's sometimes it's not because of just that. It's because the gas prices are up and it costs to import that paper from whatever country, and that's what makes your paper more expensive. Or there's so many other factors that go into place to create that. Yeah. Yeah, you used to get like a big fix of markers and stuff like that, and it wasn't that much, you know. But now they're expensive. Yeah, and waiting for a sale, like a job today. Yeah, you're really right about that. It should be like temporary, but some stuff they see that you need it, you know, and they never go back. And there's this thing about like profit with everything. Like one of the craziest thing that I found out at some point, you know, that companies do, and it's if you have like this money advisor and comes to your company, you have like a multi-million dollar company or whatever, and they say if you make the quality worse just 10% more, and maybe if you add the price 10% more, you can actually make 4 more millions or something like that, you know. And that's how it starts, and then you make this really bad quality product that people actually need, and you don't offer that much warranty, you know. You make a phone every 6 months and stuff like that, and it's all about profit and profit and profit and exploiting people's needs. And yeah, this is how we're thinking today. And of course, yeah, you're right, the pandemic caused a lot of greed. They show what can happen. And they noticed how we need things somehow, and we depend on them, and that's where we're gonna buy all these expensive things, even though we hate it, they're expensive because we need them. And there's no places where you can buy them cheap anymore, I guess, and we're just exploited. We're being exploited, you know. People, the pandemic was something like that, you know. It was like an experiment to exploit people and see how far they can scare them. Can you imagine like a whole the whole planet shut down for a couple of months, more in other places? Yeah, we need to break into art stores. Yeah. I don't know. I hope. I hope it's gonna like something is gonna change at some point. What am I painting here? It does this look like clouds? What does it look like? What's this shape over here? This looks like clouds, but what's this and this? It does. Oh, that's good. Yeah, maybe now I need to add the character to it. That's good. I need to add the character and the forest part and something like that, and it's gonna get we're gonna understand it visually better or something. I'm glad you like it. Should I do the character or should we do like our own painting where it's just clouds? I'm not trying to like not do the fan art, but it looks cool like this. I feel like, just finishing up here somehow differently and not adding a character, and here adding like some stars and make like this moody background. Uh, yes. Because I like the silhouette, but I think like it's gonna take too much from what I'm painting now. Too much from the painting. Hmm. Maybe I'm just gonna do like the trees and the small castle, and it's gonna look more like a yeah. It's gonna can do it a bit different. Okay, I think I'm gonna use like a very dark blue, like a very dark purple for the foreground, and I'm gonna use the bigger brush. I'm not gonna put it in the middle here. I'm gonna make it darker to make some details. Make a few layers for this foreground actually. I'm gonna use the small brush to make straight lines. So we give the idea of architecture. But here and add darkness. Here we go. How can you not love watercolor? Yeah. So now let's paint some more. Yeah, that's always like mesmerizing about watercolor when it's drying and the texture it creates. I feel like maybe I should do once like a time lapse of some watercolor spots drying. I think that's satisfying. um, but I feel like I want to go bolder and add some black in my purple paint. I'll go like this. Could be. Does look magical with this pinkish palette. Be Hogwarts for sure. Are you guys excited for the new Harry Potter on HBO, the new series? I don't know what to think about that honestly. Like, I'm a pretty big Harry Potter fan, but I don't know what to say about a new Harry Potter. I love my old Harry Potter. Like, I don't feel there's a need to replace them with new special effects or whatever they're trying to do. Yeah, like who's at like who's asking for a new Harry Potter? Why? It still holds up, no? Like they the special effects, I feel they still hold up. They're not outdated at all. It's a beautiful movie. Not like a 1920s movies that need to be remade in Technicolor or something. Still a beautiful movie. If they could have done maybe like a continuation of the story, because in the end they have kids. Okay, maybe I would have watched that. I would be curious where they go, but like this doesn't make any sense. That I agree with that a bit. Maybe it's about that, or maybe it's like what we talked about, more profits. Like with Disney doing so many Star Wars spin-offs, you're still gonna watch them because you're curious, even though you know they're bad. You're still gonna be curious and watch them, and that's enough, no? For me, it's like with Stranger Things. The first few seasons they were great, and then it was stupid, but I was still gonna watch them because the first one was great, and that's how you just watch bad shows over and over. And that's how we're all gonna watch Harry Potter again. Because you like Harry Potter, it doesn't matter if it's gonna be good or bad. And I really don't mind Snape being black. It's just that I don't know, like his demeanor somehow. It's not that posh Snape that we had, right? Like he was like this old cool lady, like that was Snape. Like his face was so like disgusted with you because you're a kid and you know nothing. Like this actor doesn't look like that. He just I don't know how he looks because I haven't seen the movie yet. See if he can act that way, but the magic of Snape was that his demeanor, it was so cool the way he acted, that actor, and his voice and everything. It was very, very cool. I feel like that's wrong with a lot of like new movies or remakes. Like many of them, what they get wrong is that they don't get what was good about the original one. They think it's like, oh, it's Harry Potter, maybe it's the special effects or whatever. But no, it was like, it was the character, it was the actors, the way they acted, the way they made you feel for them. And Snape, remember, like in the beginning, you would hate him so much, like so much, and then you would love him so much. Like how can that actor do that? Like he and you would feel guilty for hating him, you know? It's so crazy. Like being like, "Oh my god, you were right hating Harry Potter a bit because of your teenage years." And I don't know, it was so cool making you feel like that, like I don't know. It is how dramatic like reddish purple is here. So crazy this painting. Yeah, or original Hagrid. Even though like I like this new Hagrid, I like the actor, and he's he's also British, and I feel he it kind of fits a bit. But I don't know. Hagrid was Hagrid. Like everyone was. You just sometimes you get like this really perfect casting. You just cannot replace them. You can't. And I don't know what's gonna happen with the new one. I hope I'm wrong. I always hope I'm wrong about stuff that I think they're gonna be bad, because I would like to be surprised, of course. But we'll see. And it's also like some people say, I read the books and there's more detail about Hermione being more of a news girl or whatever that doesn't really show in the movies. But sometimes there's a reason that some stuff don't appear in the movies. Not just because of runtime or something. Because it ruins the mood of the story. Not every detail has to be incorporated with cinematic value. You think it's gonna be a flop and then end it? Yeah, I mean, it was the same with Lord of the Rings, no? Like, I was kind of excited because not like this one is gonna be like a different kind of story, but it didn't work. They did the second one though, but I don't know. I don't know if you guys liked it. I didn't even finish the first one, and yeah, I haven't watched the second one or something. I don't know what I'm painting here anymore. Okay, which one the new one? You mean the Knight of the Seven Kingdoms or House of the Dragon? Because House of the Dragon, it's okay. I'm on the second season now, rewatching it with my girlfriend, and we're kind of bored. It has its peaks. The first one was pretty good. I'm curious about the third, I guess. But the Night of the Seven Kingdoms, I personally loved it. Besides of the last episode where they put jazz music and that ruined it, but I don't know. I liked it a lot. I like the mood. I like the cinematography. I like the story. I like the actors a lot. I really like the main actor, an egg, and it was pretty good. It you can feel it's based on Game of Thrones, of course, but it's kind of different. I liked it. They're good. I never thought after Game of Thrones finished that they're gonna do good spin-offs, but they're pretty good. Yeah, the knight. Yeah, it's easy to give up on the dragon one on the second season. Stuff that happens, they're pretty stupid. But the knight one, I recommend it. I'm sure you'll love it. What is this painting? I'm not really vibing with it. Dude. Maybe it's missing the character, you know? It looks done, you say, huh? Maybe. Yeah, a dragon. A bird. What is it missing? Yeah, it's missing character. I'm thinking about adding the character. The character is pretty cool. Yeah, let's try to add it fast. I'm not gonna give up on it. I just cover up the ray, sorry. Didn't see it. Take a screenshot of how it looked before and print it. And that's the painting. Yeah, that's the risk of drawing a traditional painting, because you can lose stuff. I'm sorry. Like that. This character is not that good. Hogwarts Castle. Maybe do like a tower. Hole or something. Has more character now. Adding a character, it has more character. Right? Not bad. Sometimes when you feel you need to add something, just have the courage and do it, even though there's a there's a big chance of ruining your painting. Oh, thank you, Patty. Thank you, BK. I'm glad you like it. It looks cool. Yeah, it's just a shade or something. Maybe even this side should be darker, you know? I can wait for it to dry a bit. So it has more effect, but it's starting to look better. Really moody. sun rays. Night. Yeah, there are some like moonlight rays here, but I don't know. Thank you. I'm glad you like the character. I think I'm gonna do a trick and add the moon. So the trick that I have is just put just a drop of water, and it's gonna get white, and that's the moon. I think I'm gonna get it a bit dark. But yeah, I'm gonna darken it on this side. It needs to be a bit darker. Leave some clouds. Just a bit like that. So now, should I use my white? I use my white pens for like some stars in this dark area. Just use white. Okay, good luck with that. Thank you. Thank you for being here. and I'm glad you like the painting. Enjoy your planting and some seeds. That's cool. That's very cool. What kind of seeds are we planting? Ours, yes. Yeah, I have like, cause I don't really use white, right? So I could try with the brush when it dries, but I also have this white pencil that works. Yeah, the pencil that I have is this one. Ah, that's so cool. Good luck with that, and yeah, have a nice weekend also, Patty. Yeah. Just a few like that. Better. This painting looks kind of cool in the end, I think. Starting with pink. It really has like atmosphere. Yeah, I think it's done, this one. I'm really happy with it. It was really cinematic. It has hope. Yeah, maybe that's what. So you see how different you can paint. You can paint clouds. in areas, like from this, right? It's so different mood wise to this. I'm glad I listened to you guys. In the end, there was a point there that I wasn't really happy with it, but after adding the character and everything, pretty happy with it. Looks pretty special. Yeah. Oh, you're right about the mood. It creates a mood. Like he's coming with the darkness and looking for hope. I don't know. That could be a theme. Yes. Mhm. And the light comes over, a bit from this side, starting to like come over to the city and everything. About Barbie. I like Barbie colors also. The pinkish that they use for the clouds and stuff, yeah. Yes. Thank you for being here. I think this will be the end of the stream for today. I'm pretty happy. I did 2 paintings today. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for being here, Corinna, again. I love you. Thank you, BK. Thank you, Patty. And have a nice weekend. I think I'm gonna stream this weekend. I'll see how I feel. If not, see you next week. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Bye. Bye.